This is my review on Injustice. It's really funny to play, and the story is very good. Characters feel like they have some serious depth to them, unlike some Batman gangs. I just only made it through half of Batman. Well, Batman. Fuck, I forget the name. Oh, Arkham City. I just couldn't do it right now, but I'm not talking about that game. No. I am talking about Injustice, one of the greatest comic book games ever. So, the Joker drugs Superman to kill his unborn child and his wife Lois. After the Justice League stop him, the Joker, he's in custody with Batman, and Batman is interrogating him. Superman breaks in the interrogation and murders the Joker by ripping out his heart. Or lacing through his chest and ripping out his heart. You know, it's hard we see off screen, so it's hard to tell. But he was not happy. Years later, Superman has become a dictator. Very similar to Hitler, except he believes he's doing the right thing because he's blinded by his grief and ego. The rest of the Justice League members have joined Superman's side, except for Batman. He has gone to hiding, and he is run into by the Justice League from the past. They team up to take down the evil Superman. And the Justice League separate for a period of time, but then eventually regroup and meet into the old Batman. And Batman meets his old self, wearing raggedy costumes that looks like he's been torn and ripped up and scratched up and beat up, and it looks like a costume that looks like he's been Batman for a while, but he's been in a lot of too many fights, and I guess apparently Damian Wayne joined Superman's side after killing Dick Grayson, the first Robin. Damian Wayne's one of the Robins, and he killed my favorite Robin. And he says, Batman says to Damian that he's dead to him. You're not my son. Dick Grayson, he was my son. Showing how he truly cares for Dick Grayson and how he resents Damian since he murdered him in cold blood. The Justice League take down the Justice League from the future. The Flash rebels against Superman and the Justice League from the future. Green Lantern has become Yellow Lantern, and he wears the ring of a coward. Green Lantern says from the past. Flash escapes the Justice League and team up with the Justice League from the past and the old Batman. And he eventually earns their trust, but first they're a little skeptical. And because the reason why he rebelled against Superman, because he realized what he was doing was the wrong thing. Especially after Superman killed Shazam, also known as Captain Marvel, better known as that name. It seems like from what I can't tell you how many times I run into people then they're wondering, who's Shazam? He's a DC character? And then he's also known as Captain Marvel in the comics, but they changed the livery because Marvel wanted the rights. So, Billy's is kind of a young man, probably in his mid-20s or by now, or early 20s. So he dies. It's pretty brutal. He tries to talk some sense, and Superman is reaching out to him and tries to talk some sense that this is wrong. Lois wouldn't want this. She would be horrified you did this if she knew you did this. And that's when he brought up Lois' name. He was listening up until he brought Lois' name. Therefore, that triggers Superman to kill Billy. Not saying it was the right thing, just saying that's what triggered it. Wonder Woman is a complete bitch. Future Wonder Woman is a complete cunt. A complete bitch cunt. Yes, I said that. Why? Well, because she's using Superman to, she's using Superman to let him be something he really wasn't meant to be, a bad guy. She's using Superman for her own personal agenda and develop a love relationship between Superman. And you can tell she doesn't feel sure like she cares about Superman, she just cares about killing and dictatorship. The Justice League from the future eventually get put down. They're asked into by Justice League from the past. So, and Superman faces Superman from the past, who is still a good guy, and they really just duking out and keep on hating each other. And Superman from the past, the good Superman that's still a good guy, wins. And Superman from the future, evil Superman, is now in prison. And it ends on a cliffhanger with his heat vision lighting up. Was it? No, I think it's laser vision. Or I don't know why. I forget all the powers. And it ends on a cliffhanger, supposedly cliffhanger. Even when the sequel, Justice League, Injustice 2, he's still in his cell. Never really broke out. So that cliffhanger was kind of pointless. Anyway, it's a very fun and entertaining story, and lots of fun to play. It's actually, this and Injustice 2 are the two best fighting games I've ever played. Yeah, and better than Mortal Kombat, which I really love Mortal Kombat, though Mortal Kombat just doesn't hold a candle to Injustice. Yeah, I know it's not really gory like Mortal Kombat, and there's something relaxes me about that. But now no one really dies like most fighting games, because this is a superhero / comic book beat 'em up. So it would be kind of would really feel natural if just let people die in their matches. And this makes more sense for a franchise about comic books, like not really killing one. Well, except for Billy, he got killed. And the Joker I like how the Joker from the past performs a alliance against Superman, and Lex Luthor from the future is now a good guy working against Superman, and he gets murdered by Superman. And in the future, he is Superman's best friend instead of, well, Batman. The Joker actually, well, he reunites with Harley Quinn, and she realizes that she knows that's not her pudding, but she's just blinded by grief. She'll just like convince herself that is her pudding. And so Harley Quinn and Joker are back together again. And the Joker goes back to the past with the other Justice League after locking Superman up. So yeah, this one I cover everything, and I think I did. So I give Injustice Gods and Madness thumbs up.